Hey everyone, Chelsea Ritenour here, your host for Music Talks. Tonight I have a band that I have been trying to get on this show since season number 1. We are now in season number 3. This is our second episode of season number 3. Thank goodness. We're happy to be back. I have with me tonight reggae rock band Fubar. Hello guys.
What's going on?
How are ya?
Good.
Good. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I'm really excited to talk to you all. Like I said, we had to reschedule twice last year.
Yes.
I tried to get you on year number 1, and you guys were booked and crazy busy, so we have a lot to talk about. Before we dive into the band and your music, I like to find out who everybody is individually. So tell me your name, what you play in the band, and really quickly how you got into music.
Cool. So my name's Jake Hirsch. I've been playing guitar for quite a while. I'd say probably one of the things that got me into music when I was a kid, my dad bought some guitars, acoustic guitars from like a yard sale. Never really learned how to play them, but they were always there and always made me think about it. But ended up just learning how to play guitar around 13, 14 years old and playing lots of punk rock and basements and garages all over the place. So, Dave?
Name's Dave. I play guitar and sing, and I don't know, got into music because of Hanson, basically.
Hi, my name is Anthony. I play tenor saxophone. I joined the band in 2019. I got into music from discovering ska at a young age, Less Than Jake, Goldfinger, stuff like that.
I'm Sam. I play alto sax. I joined the band with Anthony in 2019, and I started taking piano lessons at 6, and I was I played saxophone in the school band, but Anthony kind of sparked a bunch of, musical interest with all that same stuff, the Less Than Jake and the punk stuff.
My name's Jordan. I play drums. Kind of just been banging on pots and pans ever since I was young, so yeah, and just grew up playing drums and finally started playing metal with my buddy over here, Matt. Then slowly somehow transitioned into reggae, so now I'm here.
My name's Matt. I play the bass. I've been jamming with Jordan since I was like 13. And I got into music because my sister got a bass for Christmas one year, and then a few months later I stole it.
Does she play the bass or no?
Not anymore.
Aww.
She lost interest. That's why I stole it.
Okay. Well, thanks, sis. Okay, so let's dive into the group. Tell me how this group formed. Who started this group?
Okay, so me and my brother Zach, actually started this band in 2011, and we put an ad on Craigslist for a drummer. And I knew Dave actually from tech in high school, and he responded to the Craigslist ad. So I was like, all right, cool, somebody we know. So we all started this band, and a friend of ours, Tyler, my mom's basement in 2011. So there's been a lot of changes since then, a lot of member changes. I think we got Jordan about 6 years ago, Matt about 5 years ago, and then these guys about 2 years ago now. So a lot of member changes, but this is definitely the most solid lineup we've had. So.
Okay, so it started out as a standard 4-person group, and now we're at 6.
Yeah.
And you've added brass instruments.
We were at 8 too.
Whoa!
We had a trombone player and a trumpet player also for a little while.
Okay, there's so much to dive into, and we might jump around a little bit. But how do you go from being a 4-person band to then 6 or 8 and adding all of these brass instruments? I guess that question leads into your genre. So let's go there first. Like, how does this happen?
So I guess the horns all came about because we were recording our album, The Hunt for Inspiration, with Daniel Blake in the Schoolhouse studio. And he said he was recording some kind of crazy jazz fusion 7-piece band. And I was like, oh, they have horn section, right? So it ended up being like the Habitat horn section. And we worked with those guys for a little while. They recorded 4 songs with us for The Hunt for Inspiration. And they ended up coming out and playing Warped Tour with us in 2017, which was really cool. But yeah, after that, those guys couldn't play with us full time, so we'd never played shows very often with a horn section. And we were like, we gotta do something about that now that we got them on the album. And then we found these guys, and they've been writing stuff with us ever since and helping us record and get into it. And it's really helped immensely. Like, our music is getting better. We're getting tighter and getting a better live show,
So tell me a little bit about the genre. I asked you guys, what do you want me to introduce you under? And I know that's a loaded question. What are you guys? It's a little bit of everything, right? I know I know you all hate this question, but I gotta ask.
Well, when we started this band, we were definitely like a straight up punk rock band in 2011, and we were always trying to like incorporate like some rock and roll into it. And me and Dave both really dig Sublime, and that was probably like the thing that like brought us in towards the reggae rock stuff. We were writing like kind of Sublime-esque kind of stuff, still a little heavier. And now we've kind of like lightened up over the years, and we're a little more reggae with like a ska edge. We got the horns, got upbeats. It's I don't know. We try to keep it like fun and funky, and still like still rocking.
And I have to ask, because we've only had one other, not that you guys are a quote unquote ska band, but we've had one legitimate ska band first hit.
Yeah,
so
our buddies.
What? Yeah. What is ska for everyone out there watching that might not know? What is it?
What is ska? Yeah. Let me let Anthony field this question.
This is going to take
ska pro.
Ska is like the precursor to reggae music. It started in like the 50s and 60s in Jamaica. It's sort of the parallel to what Jamaican music was doing around the time American doo-wop music was starting. But in the 90s, a lot of like punk rock bands kind of adopted the ska style. So a lot of the third wave ska bands you hear nowadays are that sound that came out of the 1990s in America.
That was beautiful. Wow. Wow.
Thanks, Anthony.
That was fantastic. Thank you. I really enjoyed that.
That was very educational.
It really was. Okay, so take me back. Recap. You said that you played Warped Tour.
Yeah, we played Warped Tour on the, what was it? It was a Full Sail stage in 2017. 2018? 2018. Oh my God, I got the year wrong. It was the last year. It was the last year they came to Pittsburgh, yeah. It was actually really, really hot that day, and the only time that it was like remotely like cool, it was during our set, and it rained. And also another thing from Warped Tour that I recall is we all thought there was like Monster, and we were like grabbing an energy drink, and then we opened it and it was Monster Tour water. I just thought that was weird. Never saw that before. It stuck with me for some reason. But it was really cool because we played right after this punk rock chick named Tatiana DeMary, and then as soon as as soon as we finished our set, we ran over the hill and saw Real Big Fish. So that's pretty ska for you. Yeah, I think she did a song with them or something. I don't remember.
So how did that happen? I mean, that's cool. That's a pretty big deal.
It was crazy. We got like an email, and I kind of thought it was like, yeah, I was suspicious. It was suspicious, and I was like, all right, well, maybe they just thought like we're like, advertising ourselves as a 7-piece and stuff with those guys. So we ended up just responding, and then like we didn't really hear a whole lot for a few days, or like for a few months, I guess. And then we just like they had instructions, and we just followed the instructions. We showed up, and well, hey, they let us on stage, so that was cool. We got a chance to play Warped Tour.
That's really cool. Okay, let's rewind, take it back a little bit more. The name. We've got to edit. Beep. But okay, how did it happen? What is it?
Okay, you want to tell the story about how the name came about? Thank you.
So we had, I don't know, a list of a few. And, we're more punk rock, more heavy at the time. And I remember Fubar was on there. It's a military acronym. You can piece that together for yourself. But it just kind of fit our attitude at the time, and we just kept it. I mean, it's funny because there's a lot of other Fubars out there too.
Oh,
we
really?
I mean, if you look on the internet, I think there's a grindcore version of us from the Netherlands. So shout out to Fubar in the Netherlands. We listen to y'all. So just so you know, I hope you listen to us too. You probably hate us, but yeah. It was just kind of like we've always had kind of a punk rock attitude. Me and Jake have been playing in punk bands in high school. That's how we kind of met each other, and it just kind of suited us, and it's just kind of how I always kind of, people kind of interpret it different ways. You could look at it as partying and stuff like that, but I always kind of looked at it as what the world is now and everything that goes along with that. You know, it's not just about partying. It's about like the whole world is kind of in an identity crisis, and it's kind of beyond repair. You know. So.
That was also really great.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you. That was fantastic. And we didn't have to bleep anything out.
True.
Very, very good. Okay, one thing, yes, look it up if you can't figure it out. I like to talk about writing style. I know some bands have a very set, specific way that they write their material. Other people, it's just, whatever. So how do you guys do it?
Well, I think me and Dave both kind of write a lot of our stuff like acoustic. And more often than not, we like end up writing stuff solo and then bringing it to the band and turning it into like a song for the record. And in the past, we've done a lot of times we've written a song, played it with the band, and then immediately just started playing it out and then recorded it later down the road. But we're working on a record now where we've built all the songs from the ground up in the studio with Sam's help, like mainly. He's engineered the whole thing. Got to give it up to him for like putting everything together. But yeah, so like we've probably done everything. Me and Dave have written a song or two together. We've written a lot of part where we just bring them in, and then we just kind of have like a guitar riff and some lyrics usually, and then everybody else just puts their own part in.
Any way you can try to do it, we've done it basically.
Yeah.
So let's talk about recording and albums and all of your materials that are out there. Tell me what you got.
Well, we got some stuff. Our band camp goes back to like all the earliest stuff that we have from way back in the early days. But our Spotify has the most recent stuff, which is The Hunt for Inspiration, that we released, I believe, in 2017. And then, are you sure? Yep. All right. I got the
on SoundCloud. No.
Not ours. And then we have Get on the Bus, which is our most recent EP. That one came out in April. It's 5 songs that we did all together with this group here, and Sam produced and engineered all of those songs too.
And
in my garage.
in your garage.
Yeah, mostly. And then did we do any of it in the studio? I don't remember. Yeah.
So that's been out for almost a year now.
Yeah, April 17th, 2020. So we were having a CD release all planned and everything, and advertising for that, and then
COVID,
the pandemic hit.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. And you guys are working on new material right now?
Yes.
So when should we be on the lookout for that?
Summer. We'll say summer.
And how many tracks are we looking at? How do you plan on releasing it?
We have a few things coming out maybe beforehand, but we got like 12 tracks. It's like a full length album.
Okay.
It's gonna be called State of Mind, and we'll probably start promoting it here in a few months and really get into showing some of the artwork and all that stuff. So we're excited about it. It's coming along really well.
Wow, that's fantastic. Congrats. I'm looking forward to seeing that and hearing it. Okay, so that being said, where can people go to find all this music? You mentioned Spotify. Are there other platforms that people can
I think
go
we're
to?
on all of them. I think we're on all the platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, whatever, Pandora. I don't know about that one. But you can just usually look up Fubar. You can see our little Rasta splatter logo.
Okay. So you mentioned that there were other Fubars out there. How are we going to know that it's you guys?
Yes. You'll see the red, gold, and green logo.
Okay.
and then that's how you'll know.
It looks like a punk kid threw up on the ground. But he also
Throw it.
ate a space brownie.
Throw the hat, Ray.
Fail.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, look for
Yes.
that. Look for that logo,
Perfect.
and that should do it.
And in
you'll-
case you weren't sure, it's Fubar.
yes,
Fubar.
yeah, and all our
Fubar.
socials are actually Fubar PGH, so you can look that
okay.
up. So that
Okay.
differentiates it a little bit.
All right. Good. So let's talk about, the pandemic a little bit and what you guys have been up to. Has it mainly just been getting the material ready for the new album? Because we're not playing live shows, right?
Yeah. Well, last year we were able to squeeze in a few outdoor gigs, like socially distanced stuff, and then we've been focusing mainly on recording, writing this album and putting everything all together, all the different tracks. we like rent a little studio now where we actually have like everything, and we can actually like dig in and really record and put in some serious hours. Sam basically lives there. I mean, seriously.
He sleeps on like a big foam pad sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
I believe it.
Yeah, look.
So as far as any upcoming shows this year, do you guys have anything on the books, or is there something that we should be on the lookout for or that we can go to live?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure exactly when this is going to air, but we will be at the Craft House with Joint Operation on April 1st. And we'll be at Brandy's on Main with Habitat and First Hit, actually, on April 24th. And that's in Irwin. And then...
Atlantic City this...
Well,
Well, I guess, like...
this won't...
when this airs, it'll be, like, current.
like last weekend, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, that we have a lot of that stuff going on, and then the beginning of June we have some exciting stuff going on. We're opening for the Slackers at the Craft House on June 4th, and then we'll be playing Funky Fest, which is Habitat's festival at the Glades on June 5th. I think those dates are correct.
That's awesome. So you guys have a lot of stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Like right out of the gate, coming out of the pandemic, you're like, we are ready to go.
Things are starting to happen. You know, we're starting to do some of these seated, socially distanced events, and we're just excited to like start playing music again.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm really happy that I finally got you all here. Is there anything that you would like to add before we wrap up the interview and get to the music?
Let's see. Please buy our merch.
Yeah, where can we go to get your merch?
So we haven't been able to play a lot of shows lately, and you know we need to keep the bus on the road and finance the record and all that stuff. So if you go to fubarpgh.com/merch, you can definitely pick some up there.
All right.
We need the money.
We need the money.
Help, please. All right. Everybody, be sure to check out all their social media pages, especially if you're not familiar. They've got some really cool music that I know you're going to love. And help them out. They've got a new album coming out. They need to fund that. Go get your merch. All right. We are going to take a little break, but when we come back, it's going to be about the music. So sit tight.
Sending files, watching your favorite shows, adjusting your smart thermostat, calling mom. There's so much you can do today, it's amazing. But how do you manage all that new technology? Armstrong gives you control of your home network and all the entertainment that makes your world go round. If you need help, we're easy to reach for support too, by phone, web, or at our service locations. Armstrong is here to make everything work for you. Armstrong, keeping you connected.
So don't blame me when I need a little space to breathe. Everybody's looking for something more. Whoa, whoa, little do they know that something's right out their front door. Whoa, we're all just waiting to be saved. Whoa, whoa, but you've got to save yourself, regardless of whom you pray. Whoa, my friend, I'll take it to the bitter end. I ain't gonna sit and pretend. Yes, you got that body that you can't ignore. She got a lot of money, but she can't afford. Cause everything that she bright is the day you won't try. Is the day that I crack her shoe and make up the world alive. Don't blame me when I need a little space to breathe. Nothing will go wrong today. No matter what anybody say, I don't care no more. Got 1,001 problems crashing down on my noggin. Ain't nobody even talking. That doesn't stop me throbbing of my head, feeling dead. Got to keep on making red. Cause if I can't pay the rent no more, I have to sell my leg. What is this? Masterpiece? Is there some part that I miss? I done live my life and I get so undone when I'm remiss. There's no right, hold on tight, keep on rocking through the night. Cause tomorrow's gonna be a brighter day. Wish I could say that's right. Nothing will go wrong today. No matter what anybody say, I don't care no more. Those stupid games that they play couldn't even bother me anyway. I don't care no more. We make ends meet, not crash it. Not the quality of what I digest. Cause the car needs brakes and I got another parking ticket. It's a hit, wonder why I'm feeling sick. When a $50 ticket breaks your bank, you know that. But I gotta get up in the morning, gotta keep on pushing, gotta keep on making this bread until I'm yawning. When I finally get it, I'll probably be too old to even enjoy it. What desire I last like this? Gonna go spend my retirement, go drink it on a ship. Come on now. Nothing will go wrong today. No matter what anybody say, I don't care no more. Those stupid games that they play could even bother me anyway. I don't care no more. Nothing will go wrong today. Yeah, I had no hope for it anyway. fading away. It's just a game that we play. My expectations and hell to pay. And all I want is to forget how to play.
Thanks for tuning in, Armstrong Network. This new one, we got it off our new CD called State of Mind. Stay tuned for it.
This next tune's called Choices.
It's to the point. I need more than a joint to clear my head from all the that I found. Soon come the day, all else lost is just the price we pay for a little clarity. I find out who you're supposed to be, and never will I throw in the towel. Never to someone will I bow. This life is worth this living, even if you don't know how. Break it down and go throw it out. The scream about it up and breathe it down. The choices that we make are chances that we take. Choices that we make, another one off that mistake, or the chance for something great. Guess it must be up to fate. We never see so clear at times when we wanna see, so we believe what we wanna believe. Show me, that's what I'm searching for. A priceless living out in my board. Help me to be someone who I can change. Guide me in my heart, respects to my brain. Please, please. Don't let the same mistakes happen again. A little bit older, a little bit wiser. When it comes to college shots, I'm still an overanalyzer. You draw me into the world, here's some thoughts in the brain. Hope you don't go insane. It's to the point. I need more than a joint to clear my head from all the bullshit that I found. A soon come day, all else not to just try sweeping. For a little clarity, find out who you're supposed to be. It's to the point. 3-year process. We really wanna chill down by the beach, man, yeah. Kick back under palm tree, beer in each hand. So when the grind starts to get rough, and you are feeling like you're stuck, just knowing it's time to take a trip to the island blues and take a sip. Soon you'll remember that life is good. Get a break from this daily nonsense. Really makes happiness seem suspect. Really wanna feel some rays of sunshine, yeah. Relax, kick back and jam some Sublime, yeah. So when the ground starts to get rough, when you are feeling like you're stuck, just know it's time to take a trip to those island blues and take a sip. Soon you'll remember that life is good. Starts to get rough, and you are feeling like you're stuck, just know it's time to take a trip to the Stabbing Blues and take a sip. Soon you'll remember that life is good.
We're gonna do a heavy song for you guys.
I want everybody to circle pit in their living room. Swallow your pride, and you fool your common sense. You're rushing things that do take time. You'll be the first to fool yourself, just to call the line. You will see alive. Something can give, something come on for life. When minds connect, you don't even have to try. No, I'm just living in a fantasy. Just living in a fantasy. Why do you act like the way I do? Is it created in your mind or embedded by everything else too? You said it said so many years ago, you'll be the first to write our jar. But somehow you won't let this one go. No. And one of these days you will see the light. Some they can give, some take them on the night. When minds connect, you don't even have to try. No, I'm just living in a fantasy. Just living in a fantasy.
This next song is called Hindsight. It's off of our Get on the Bus EP.
Was such a blur. The chip on my shoulder was so much to learn. I just wanted to watch the world burn. Maybe that should have been cause for concern. I know what I should have done in hindsight. I wish I could have had a little foresight. Everything looks better in the limelight, but you know that it will be alright. Done in hindsight. Wish you could have had a little foresight. Everything looks better in the limelight, but you know that it will be alright.
Last song of the night. In the jungle, the miner please, please, don't arrest me, don't arrest me. Don't you know I got some contraband in my dashboard? Officer, don't test me. Bring it up! You waste your time with drinks. I waste my time with things, but oh no, you got to follow the rules. Great up intellect, why people don't follow the common rules. You're blowing that smoke in my face, so now you stopped up your case, so no. I think the brown being hippie, that a drunk will be the family's slamming bitch and getting grippy. But you got no time for my plea. Don't mind the sight of my eyes, I said please, 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 don't arrest me, don't arrest me. Don't you know I got a contraband in my dashboard? Officer, don't test me. Please, 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 don't arrest me. Why not to lock me in with these and killers? I swear, but it makes it hard to bear when we can plainly see stuff's snapping in DC. I said no, the fans of Broby's the state is more confused than the gun you're trying to pay. When your rights are infringed upon, you ain't got no gun. The black and white is pure insane. I'm trying to do what's right, but I don't want to be detained. Warning the people run from police all the time. Get the same mind forces him all the time, saying please, 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 don't arrest me, don't arrest me. But you know I got some contraband in my dashboard. Officer, don't test me. Please, 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 don't arrest me now. Why not to lock me in with these together, yeah. I'm trying to say is everyone has their own way to make it through the loving day to day. But after all of this time and all of these words, you will listen to what you will listen to what you will listen to what I say. Please, 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 don't arrest me, don't arrest me. Don't you know I got some contraband in my dashboard? Officer, don't test me. Please, 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 don't arrest me now. Why not lock me in with these together, Please don't arrest me.